the image I had of the guru, Yogananda,
Yeah.
and, a lot of it is like, aesthetic with the robes and the long hair, a very different lifestyle. And she was explaining, this is not your traditional guru, right? You're not going to see him in the saffron robes with the long hair. He's cut his hair short. He doesn't have a beard, right? He's wearing a suit and a tie. But most importantly, he's into science. And I was like, what does that mean? And she said, he is proving for the first time the existence of God and his capabilities to transform with this divine power through science. And I remember being so amazed hearing that, because obviously science is such a significant thing that has done so much for us in our lives, but nobody, right? That's why science has rejected so many spiritual healers and so many spiritual leaders and so many different healing modalities, because it's all been limited to human testimonial, to human subjective experience. And you can say anything you want. I can tell you this story and you might not even believe it, or you could believe it. It could be 100% true, right? But ultimately, it's just a subjective story. The moment I take it into a laboratory, right, and apply it in a scientific setting, right, with objective data and, controlled conditions, what's the outcome there? Whenever science does that with these subjective experiences that they hear from people, nobody's able to prove a tangible result.
Yeah.
They haven't seen anything tangible, which is why science rejects it and they dismiss these experiences that people have. They might be real experiences, but they're all dismissed. Why? Because nothing happens in a lab.
Yeah, it's
Right.
it's all subjective. It's from the person's perspective that this
Right.
occurred to me and this is how I felt and then this is what happened to me. But
Right.
science deals with data and it deals with did this happen or not. It's objective, yes or no.
Yes.
There's no gray area, so to speak.
It honestly pulled so much compassion for me too, because that's a hard journey. You could easily go anywhere. And if you are knowledgeable enough, right, in like the Vedas or the Bhagavad Gita or the Bible, all these different religious texts, right, you can have a very successful career, right? You could easily have a following
Yeah.
of the right amount of people. And people's psychologies, the placebo effect is real. So as long as people believe it's strong enough, they feel like there's an outcome. They feel something happening, even if in like that laboratory setting, nothing's actually tangibly there. So it would have been easy for him not to go this route. So for me, that said to me, this is real, because for the first time, a guru is seeking scientists. For the first time, a guru is seeking scientific validation. He's asking a scientist, can we work together? Can we corroborate? Can we collaborate? And can you test what I'm doing and see if there's any outcome? Right? Out of his control, third-party people all over the world. It was so incredible and it was so shocking at the same time, because that's a tough journey.